what's welcome back to another Palm Master video, and you know, the end of the month again, we would, as usual, go over some of these units and actually see how they are, right? And this time we actually have a decent amount of units to go over. There's the 4 SC units, there's 2 units that got new EXs, there's 3 units that got Syncrets, and a bunch of units that got better because of Bug Zone, right? So let's talk about them then. So in terms of let's just go through supports first, right? Supports in terms of any like changes with like the some of the established ones, right? I guess we could probably move something like a Morty up there. He's just a really all-around great defensive support, right? Which is really cool with the extra flinch, very good in something like a Legendary Gauntlet. Same with Lana, she could be really nice there as well. So those could be some options. Maybe we could move up Regirock 1, because again, with Gauntlet, defense supports are actually pretty nice there as well, generally, right? And give you some offensive stuff as well. So yeah, those are the few changes we're making there. And as for the new ones, right? So SC Lily is easily going to be in, you know, among the top tier units. She's basically kind of like Jasmine, right? She's kind of like Jasmine a bit in a lot of different ways. If she has, you know, flinch over there, she also, like Jasmine, doesn't have the gauge support, although, you know, there's a chance with move gauge acceleration with her training move, which could help a lot, right? Also a 5% chance to set Ghost Zone, which is never in consideration in terms of kit. Chance is obviously very, very small, so no one really cares about that part. But all the other stuff that she does in her kit, very, very nice, right? Just solid max, you know, max offensive buffer, right? That is actually pretty good defensively as well. So there's also that. Moving on, Marley got a really nice makeover, right? So Marley probably put in, we could put it in good maybe, right? Marley just has like so many great things. You have crit, right? 1 crit buff there. You have hype up, so she's not gonna be like, you know, she's not gonna be like Sabrina that you're gonna max out everything from 0 to 6, 0 to 3. But for, you know, a Synchro that just needs a bit of topping off, right? There's +1 here. You can realistically, you could definitely get a +2 from here as well, right? So yeah, also with, you know, hidden heal, there's that as well, right? You max speed buffs, defense buffs there if you really want, right? Hostile environment 4, flame wheel. So Marley is definitely a nice option now as well. Moving on, Roxanne Probopass. Wow, look how much Marley leapfrogged. That's crazy. Anyways, moving on. Again, Roxanne and Probopass. We could probably put Roxanne Probopass in the good tier as well, right? So again, Roxanne Probopass didn't really get too much out of her grid. It's just she just does everything that she already does better because she has the MP refreshes. So she does have a chance to max out all these things, right? So it's Roxanne turned into more complete Roxanne, right? Again, didn't get anything super crazy, but got everything that she really needed outside, you know, in her kit, right? Within her kit. Also, as usual, before I forget, I'll link the last tier list in the, you know, description box down below if you guys want to go check the last one, and then there's also links to the ones previous for if you want to, you know, go over some explanation for some of the other ones. And also shout out to Runner and Cherub for you know, helping me out decide some of these as well. So moving on to hybrids over here. So first of all, let's talk about EX Erica and Vileplume, right? So EX Erica and Vileplume, first of all, we moved her from utility to hybrid because, you know, she does have a really respectable sync nuke now. I'd probably put her in useful 1, right? Reminds me a bit of Halloween Morty, right? Really nice sync nuke. Not as powerful as Morty's sync nuke, but you know, more reliable regular move damage, something like that. Could also do some other stuff outside of that. Could paralyze, right? Kind of like Morty can, right? Can also debuff special defense. All that stuff is all pretty nice, right? It's just that not the craziest nuker, but outside of nuke, everything else she does relatively well, right? So Erica EX, pretty good. Moving on, SC Ingo and its Selgor. Bug Zone unit, obviously very, very powerful and very, very nice. Gives, you know, very fast as well. Debuffs bonus physical defense. Gives your team evasion and accuracy, right? We definitely put him in the top tier, right? Rises you a bit of something like a Bianca, right? Something like that. Although Bianca is more, you know, more defensive, and Ingo is more of an offensive support. An offensive, not in the sense that he does too much damage. He obviously doesn't do a lot of damage outside of his nuke, right? But he debuffs the opponent's physical defense, whereas, you know, Bianca, you could use... Well, I take that back. Bianca's very, very... Okay, Bianca is so much more powerful offensively than Ingo, now that I think about it. I don't know. It's just... It's a zone setter, right? Like, you know, like a rain setter, like a psychic terrain setter. It's just that outside of that, he doesn't do extremely well, right? So it's he's nice, right? He's just you know, not as, I guess, insane as some others could be. Alright, moving on to the damages. Speaking of bug zone, right, a lot of bug type damages are going to be very, very good, including something like an Alder Volcarona, right? Alder Volcarona with the help of bug zone, obviously incredibly powerful over there. The only other one I'd probably move, maybe Luzamine, just because she does do a lot better in terms of bug type damage, right? She's around, like, what, Garchomp level, something like that, right? Obviously, with all the other attributes that she has, right? Whether you trying to debuff attack or go with ice type damage coverage as well, right? She also has that. And great thing about her, she doesn't have to sync as well, right? Like some other units in this here. As for the others, Berg's setup is just not good enough, especially with Ingo, right? Berg and Ingo just really do not work well at all. And then Guzma also has, you know, Guzma has the same issue that Nate has, basically, right? Even though, yeah, Ingo does debuff physical defense, but Guzma's strength, if you want to call it a strength, is he has a, you know, pretty good striker nuke, but on the other hand, Ingo's nuke is like a billion times better still, so, you know, Guzma in the same place as Nate, they really don't get much better, or worse, with, well, they do get better, don't get me wrong, but they both of them don't get much better with the Flying Zone and Bug Zone, even though, funny enough, both Flying Zone and Bug Zone have, the units have attributes to help them, right? I think Skyla buffs speed for Nate's inertia, and then you have defense debuffs for like Guzma, but again, it just doesn't make a overall difference in the playstyle and how those teams would be played regardless, right? Moving on, SC Sonya and Chinese Serena, their damage isn't like crazy good, right? But I do value the fact that we do get the extra debuffs from her as well, right? Which is really cool. You think, well, maybe, well, would you put her in a hybrid? Well, not exactly, because the debuffs aren't like very fast or whatever. It's not a very efficient debuff, but it's the damage plus the nuke plus the debuffs, right? That I'd put her here. Oh, also one more. Maybe move Alistair up one. That would make a bit sense there as well, right? While we're on the topic. Mostly because, you know, Ghost Zone, the fact that you also have a nuke, sync nuke, and a max move, you know, it's really hard to keep him that low, I feel, right? And, you know, the extra coverage as well. Moving on, SC Emmett, right? Emmett and Scavalier, definitely, you know, easily a top tier unit. This guy's incredibly powerful, right? One of the top strikers in the game, and really great nuke, really good regular move damage. You also have the chance for the extra physical move up for himself, as well as, you know, super effective up, right? Great multipliers, fantastic teammate in SC Ingo. It's just a really good and powerful unit, right? Winona, here's the thing, Winona did get much better, and I wish there was a tier between these two, because she's definitely better than all these guys, right? I feel. But on the flip side, she turns into like Nate without the AoE nuke. So I guess we'll put her here, but I do feel like Nate is better than Winona, just because of the fact, again, Nate's nuke is AoE, alright? Not saying that Winona's nuke is bad, or like worse than Nate's. Actually, Winona's nuke is actually stronger than Nate's by like quite a lot, honestly. But it's just that, you know, Nate does have the AoE and Winona doesn't. So it is what it is, right? And despite, you know, Aerial Ace being a terrible damage dealing move, it does more than Peck. So there's that. Also, he's self-sufficient, so there's also one more point for Nate. Last one is the newly EX'd Kaylin Runeclizz. She doesn't change. She still sucks. The EX doesn't really do her anything much, unfortunately. Yeah, she's... It looks cool. Looks great. The EX looks fantastic. I love the colors. She's not very good, unfortunately. So, anyways, that's me on this one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed. Again, just, you know, just opinion, obviously, right, of mine and Runner and Cherubs from our Discord server, which you can join the link down below in the description box down below. And yeah, have fun. Let me know guys think this and that. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully next month, we get some good stuff next month. Also, check out my Genshin channel if you haven't already. If you play Genshin, upload some videos here and there. So, anyways, good luck if you guys are pulling for anything, and I'll see you guys in the next one then.